All right, how about this one, Shay? SEC matchups the rest of the way. Vanderbilt at Missouri. Them Tigers favored by 14 points at home. The game kicks off at 4 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock Central on the SEC Network. The over-under's 50 total points. Missouri's won 2 in a row against Vanderbilt. They're 9-4-1 all-time against the Commodores. And last season, Shane, Missouri won 37-28 in Nashville. Who you like in the matchup?
Oh, buddy. I think Coach Lee's had this one pinned up on the board for a while. I think there was a handful of SEC games that he clearly thought he had an opportunity to win, and I think this week is that week. You look at what Vandy's done, they have really struggled against some of the superior defense. You think Alabama, you think Georgia. They cannot move the ball. But when they're not playing a superior defense, they are able to hang points with anybody. And that's what's scary, because if this got in any type of shootout, I don't think Missouri can win the game. But Missouri has an elite defense. Nobody is talking about it. I know it's crazy because you may not have watched a game since Georgia, but these guys are pretty damn good. They're like a poor man Georgia, if you will. And I expect them to flex this week. I expect them to put Vanderbilt in a box and not let them move the ball. I don't think there's a lot of points scored in this game. I just think Missouri's got majority of them. So give me Mizzou, 28, Vanderbilt, 10. And they get that last 7 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, so you think even in the fourth quarter we're talking?
Yeah, 28-3. I think it is a dominant defensive performance here. This is a game that I think Eli knows how significant this game is. You cannot afford to lose to Vanderbilt right now.
Right.
And to win fan bases back, you gotta put some of these dominant games away. And I think it's time. And this defense and this, I think Lovett comes back. I think he gets a little bit better here. Yep. I think we start seeing that offense stretch a little bit like they did against the Georgia Bulldogs. And I just don't think there's enough weapons on Vanderbilt's side to keep the chains moving against these guys, because they do play tenacious. So That's why I'm just thinking it's over at half. You're not wanting to watch this game.
Right. Well, Shane, you say it's a big game for Drink, and it is. Yeah. I think it's an even bigger game for Brady Cook, starting quarterback, because with 2 weeks to prepare, like you said, Lovett expected to be back. Luther Burden expected to be, full ready to go after getting that long bye week. Vanderbilt, number 14 scoring defense, number 14 pass efficiency defense, number 10 rushing defense. These are all SEC stats. I mean, this is the worst defense. This is the worst unit in the entire SEC. If Brady Cook, I'm not saying he's got to look like Hendon Hooker out here, but he has got to have a big performance. He's got to be efficient. He has got to be able to push the ball down the field. I mean, Missouri should be able to score. You picked them 28. I could see that. Yeah. I got them even scoring a little bit more. I mean, this has got to be their most productive day of offense this season. Otherwise, it's time to turn the page to Sam Horn, the freshman.
Yeah.
Because we're struggling against Vanderbilt. Man, you just ain't got it. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
I think Missouri, there's many different ways they can attack this Vanderbilt defense, but I'll be very curious to see that defense, like you said. Missouri, maybe the most underrated defense in the SEC, going up against a Vanderbilt offense that's got a lot of weapons, a lot of explosive capability. I think Vanderbilt will score a little bit more than you, but having 2 weeks to prepare is really a major, major advantage for Missouri. I'm going Missouri 38, Vanderbilt 16. So we both like Missouri and the points at home against Vanderbilt. This is about as big a must-win as you could get for a coach. You know what?
Yeah, and a little bit of a night game, too. I think that's big for fandom. This isn't one of those noons or 11 o'clocks that sneaks up and bites you. They've been promoting this game all week. I follow all the social media outlets there, and Mizzou's doing something, Gold Out or something like that. They're doing something special for Vandy, and sometimes it's the little things that get your players fired up. So I think they'll be ready, and they won't overlook these Commodores at all.